Of course it's not going to last forever.
Keith Sweat.
The question is, have we been making too big a deal out of it ending after this year? Maybe, honestly, when I heard Steve Kerr say that, my first thought was, you know what? Maybe they might just run it back and tinker, regardless of what happens. 888-957-9570 is the number. Game 5 tonight. We can stick to Game 5, but we all know the specter of what could happen. So 888-957-9570 is the number. We got a lot to talk about. Here's where I'm going to start with tonight's game. I was going to start with Poole, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start out with what's been the most surprising thing. I'm going to ask you this question, but then I'm answering first.
All right.
888-957-9570. What's been the most surprising thing in this series for you if you're a Warrior fan or Laker fan? For me, the most surprising part of this series has been the Lakers' ability to erase leads in the snap of a finger. I thought the Lakers were going to slow it up, and they are, and they do to an extent. But the biggest surprise to me in this series has been every single time the Warriors, it feels like, have gotten up 7, 9, 10, 11, that they lose that lead so quickly. They're getting done to them what they used to do to teams. I didn't think the Lakers had that kind of explosion offensively and defensively. I didn't know they had the ability in short stretches, with the Warriors' help, of smothering them defensively. So that's been the one thing that's really surprised me about this series.
And I don't want to steal your thunder, Steiny, but I'm going to go what you say to me when I say things like that. We've kind of saw that all season long.
Yeah.
From the Orlandos, the Detroits. So I'm going to answer your question, Steiny. It's the fact that Stephen Curry is not getting help offensively, what I deem enough help. And the two culprits to me, they're not playing bad, but they're not playing up to their standards, and it's Clay and Andrew Wiggins. Steph Curry needs help, and I got, oh my goodness, and Jordan Poole. So to me, I was going into this series thinking Clay would be a flamethrower, Wiggins would be aggressive, and Jordan Poole would give you 15 to 20 points and maybe 25 on a given night. And those three, I don't believe are playing up to their standards. And Steph is playing 40 minutes a game damn near. He's got to do it all. He needs some help, and he's not perfect.
888-957-9570 is the number. Game 5 tonight at Chase. It starts at 7 o'clock. And is it the start of a comeback, or is it the end of the season? It's really that simple. And then the other thing I'm wondering is, does it matter if the Warriors can't get by the Lakers? Does it matter when it happens? Does it matter if they lose tonight or lose Thursday? Or is a loss a loss a loss?
A loss is a loss is a loss.
All right.
Because I think you told me with the Steinmetz metric, if I'm correct, hey, if you lose in the Western Conference Finals just as a team, the Warriors, then you can make an argument, okay, you just won last year. The dynasty's not over. But to go out in the second round, and now we're all watching this movie, Steiny, the Warriors do not seem connected. The Kuminga, the pouting, the speech in the first round in Game 7. And I'm not sounding negative, but these are nuggets that have come out to the public, and it's starting to bother me. And I'm going J.J. Evans. You think about the good times, Dynamite, but you can't really think about and enjoy the good times knowing that there's some guys on the team that are not happy for how their roles have changed or whatnot. So, it's hard to ignore. And I give Coach Kerr all the credit to tell Willard and Dibbs, if that's how he feels, Steiny, he said it into the mic, we ain't got time to babysit. We got a game to win tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. You right on the money. They got to win tonight. Plain and simple. I was thinking, who's the most important player for the Warriors the remainder of the series? And to me, it's easy. It's Jordan Poole. And the reason I say Jordan Poole is because I think Clay, at this point is who he is. He might have a couple more good games in him, but he's going to have more bad games in him or more tough shooting nights in him. Like, I think that's who he is now. So the only way, to me, the Warriors can win this series is if Jordan Poole becomes that guy who can give them something when they need it. And you hear all the stuff about what's going on, and he's disconnected. It's hard to imagine Jordan Poole waking up this morning saying, you know what? I'm back. I'm back, and I'm back for good, and I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to kick butt, and I'm going to be the player I was for the rest of the playoffs. Like, that's kind of hard to imagine.
It is, and you set it up perfectly, but here I go. We'll have Bob Myers tomorrow, Steiny on the executive show. Am I wrong to think, okay, game one, we had a speech game 7 in Sacramento going into that Sac game. We don't need to talk. Game 2, Jordan Poole, kind of a no-show. Game 3, somebody's got to try to get to him, right? Does Steph have a one-on-one with him? Because if you just set it up to where he's going to wake up, words are powerful. I'm wondering who's that person or persons that are going to just say, hey, Jordan, man, I know you're getting the raw end of the talk to me.
Okay, I will. I will.
But who is that?
Well, you know what? I don't know who it is, but I'll tell you who it isn't. Apparently. It's not Andre Iguodala.
Oh, man.
So let me get this straight. And I haven't done this all year.
Wow.
Let me get this straight. Andre Iguodala occupies a roster spot all year long.
I'll be there when
barely
I be there.
plays. Okay, but he's a mentor. But he's a coach. He's compared to Udonis Haslem. He's a mentor. Oh, okay. Who's he been a mentor to? Jonathan Kuminga and Jordan Poole. The two guys right now who are lost. They're lost. Plain and simple.
Wow.
Kuminga and Poole are Iguodala's guys.
Oh.
And they are lost right now.
We see it.
So, someone explain that to me.
I can't.
I'll try to take it a step further. Andre Iguodala is he's total professional, but he's also cynical. And he also is the number one proponent that basketball's a business. It's a business. It's not a game. It's a business. You get your money. You take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You don't let the system use you. You use the system.
Oh.
That's what he's been telling Jordan Poole the last 2 or 3 years in an effort to get him his bag, which he got, which Jordan Poole ended up getting.
Wow. You preaching now.
I'm done with it.
No, you preaching.
No, I'm just explain to me how he's benefiting Poole and Kuminga right now.
He's not.
Okay. That's all.
And they gave him a scholarship, and we were told at every turn, these were the situations where he would show why he was still on the team. And then, to me from afar, Andre, you ain't fixed the Poole Draymond issue. You ain't brought them together. Because when that all popped off, remember I told you, I'm not going to say double agent because it's basketball. You put out a tweet, y'all can't talk about my rook. Then you put out a tweet the same night, y'all can't talk about my guy, Draymond. Well, which one is it, Dre? You're supposed to be the union steward. Get this stuff fixed. And now Curry, game 6 against Sac, where they didn't even show up, has to chastise or whatever he said to Jordan Poole. Steiny, they got cartoons circulating on the internet about Draymond and Poole and how he's being talked to in the Splash Brothers. I don't know what his job was, but it looks like he's checked none of the boxes. And the one box you ain't checked, Dre, is getting on the court.